this in the region.
I mean, yes, the landscape involves a lot of very long matches, a lot of overtimes, and a lot of game 5s. So same as usual, business as usual. Johnny, let's get into this then.
Yeah, we just had an almost false start there right before this game got underway. Vatira so eager to get going that he just wrote in the in-game chat, go, 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 and everybody must have thought it was an admin. They all joined, but luckily we didn't have a false start here, so we're off for the real game 1. Vatira obviously cannot wait to face BDS with his new team.
We'll see what Vatira is capable of doing over on this one. Are you expecting immediate results from KC, or is this a long-term project?
I wouldn't be surprised if they have immediate results, but I'm leaning more long-term. I think Vatira joining KarmineCorp, whether or not they get long-term or immediate results, rather, it's a great move for a French player. But look at this great move from a French player. Seiko doubles it in. We've got some bumping on the goal line as well. And Tachi couldn't just get back to this one after that. Easy for Seiko as you like.
Good reminder as well that whilst our streamer is going, and we are quite frankly fantastic, there are a whole bunch of team streams happening as well. And if seeing teams, at the very tippity top go against each other isn't enough for you, and you'd like a little bit more chaos, well, there's a couple of teams also trying to play for their tournament lives right now, and they will be throughout the rest of the tournament, basically. It is a position where I think any team that is now 0-2 must win 6 series in a row if they want to take this entire regional. So a lot of work to be done over there. But I also wouldn't put it past some of them. So you do have this juggernaut right here. Team BDS. Team that everyone was clowning on coming out of London. Suddenly, they were the ones laughing. World champions justifying that Seiko move, because I've never seen a move, Johnny, where there was no real middle ground. It was either go and win the World Championship, or this roster move is a bust.
Yeah, until Vatira joined KC, I suppose. He's trying to following Seiko's footsteps here, trying to make a really big roster move between 2 top teams and make it work out. But it's BDS who have got the good start here, but Itachi fires back, a missed read by Monkey Moon. Allows this one to come through, rare to see. He was a little bit low on boost, but he had enough to get back to that ball. That left extra completely beaten to the punch by Itachi. No way to get top corner covered. And it's 1-1.
Shooting accuracy has certainly not been something to go amiss today, as Monkey Moon 1-1 against Exotic. Exotic proving to be just too strong when it comes to the defensive side of the field. BDS not known for rushing. We're going to wait for their opportunities. This might be it, off the post. Exotic away yet again. I'm going to overpress for this. Good booming clear. And this has been the staple of BDS. No matter what iteration we've had, no matter what roster we've had, defense has always been hit it long, get it away, and we'll build on it from there. And it still feels, Johnny, 2 years later, like it's just as effective as when it was when they first came in for RLCS.
Yeah, they do the simple stuff better than anyone else in the world. That's always been the motto of Monkey Moon and Extra since they've started teaming together. It's just play it simple, play it safe, keep the pressure on the opponents. Such an efficient team, such an effective team. And KarmineCorp, I doubt, will try and follow that same logic with their Rocket League gameplay. Here are not known for keeping things simple in attack, at least, although his defense is very, very solid. They've definitely got a good foundation on KarmineCorp if they can really play together as a unit. Maybe they could be the next BDS, the next team who can just all read each other perfectly. Exotic's got to be the extra on the roster. It's not working out on this play though. Monkey Moon will fire into the far post, and that really wasn't it wasn't complicated at all. Seiko just slow playing at the near post. Monkey Moon charges in, and no one in KarmineCorp able to get goal side.
Yeah, once Itachi's slowed down on that wall, he is not going to be able to get to a ball that is, say, above him, like that one was. So, just taking the pace down a little bit, working out very well for BDS, as we do see Seiko almost bullied on the backboard. KarmineCorp find themselves a goal down. 90 seconds left to play over in this game. And for BDS, it is now just about keeping that pressure on. They don't need to overstretch for this, although they are still trying for bumps. Seiko will be by himself. He's got exotic, and it's just a failure on the execution of the play.
And that was a free double for Vatira, but he just didn't get the first touch right, so he had too much to do with his second. Angle proved to be impossible for even him to score. This is a bit of a more direct shot. Does fall to exotic, but seems like KCorp is struggling to get that last touch into a position that BDS are going to struggle to deal with. You know, yes, KCorp are able to send players after all of these clears and after all of these centers, but so are BDS. It's a two-pronged attack that you need. In Rocket League, you need to hit the ball into a place your teammates can catch up to, but also ones that the opponents can't get to. Otherwise, you're just creating 50-50s. That's not something BDS are weak at.
That might be the last big chance that they get. 30 seconds now. Karmine Corp in a nice spot to work with. And they're still getting blocked, but they need more than that because it's going to drop down for extra on the half volley. They'll try to keep the pressure on. Our time has ticked away. BDS really not sweating too much of this at the moment. Karmine Corp did have their big chance. Be able to try and generate one more for Tira. That is a bit of a pre-jump there, pal. It's not going to work out on that play, and BDS have got game number 1.
And they just simply look like the more teamy team, for lack of a better description. I mean, they've been a team for longer, so it's no surprise. They're synergizing brilliantly, and BDS have just got the pressure on Karmine Corp, and eventually Karmine Corp caving every single time that does come through, whether it's a bump, whether it's a 50-50 in a back corner. You know, BDS are finding ways to break down the defense, and Karmine Corp just don't look like they've got a way against that right now.
Right, Leaf, everything's pretty calm over here right now. BDS looking good to move on. KC, I don't really have too many doubts that they're not going to move on. Where's the panic? What's happening everywhere else? Who's really terrified? Leaf, tell me right now.
Absolutely no one. Actually, you know what? Guild might start to panic soon. They're down 3-0, and they've already lost one against EG. Also, it was Solary's just Braziled endpoint in game 2.
Ouch.
That's pain.
Ouch.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah.
Not that surprising though. Solary, they're in the 0-2 round, but
I'm telling you, Solary are going to the major, okay? I'm keeping that one out there. That is my big prediction for this split. I'm sticking with it.
It's a bold one. I like how bold that prediction is. I don't like
no point of a soft prediction. You know what? A BDS is going to go to the major. There we are. I get just as much kudos for that one.
No, I completely agree with you. You know, predictions are only interesting if they are bold, so that I definitely give you credit there, but I'm going to disagree. I don't think they go to the major. They're really surprising us all by playing as well as they are in this qualifier. If they can reverse sweep the qual, go 3 games, 3 series wins in a row, then I will be so impressed by that Solary roster, but EU is just so stacked, I can't see it happening just yet. They're doing well so far in that lower round 3. They lost game 1 to Endpoint, now setting down an absolute destruction in game number 2 to come back and tie it up.
Once we get ourselves back over to Aquadome, Karmine Corp and Team BDS. 2 teams that you're going to expect to see an awful lot of each other throughout this season. Much I do want to keep seeing as well as the Gamers First up against Team BDS. I'm hoping that is a proper rivalry, not just played for bragging rights, but played for championships. I want that to be like, oh, wait a minute. I want that to be like the Dignitas Vitality matchup in the semi-finals of Season 8. You know, the good old KDOT versus Violent Panda sort of match.
Yeah, it's a great return for Mark by 8. He had to finish off last season on the bench, and you know his name's on Champions Field right next to Monkey Moon Extra and Seiko, but he didn't get to actually participate in the last split or the World Championship after winning, or actually not winning, finishing second in RLCS Season X with BDS and being the top team in Europe for pretty much another 6 months after that. So he definitely deserves to be there. His name fully deserves to be up there. On Champions Field. You know, a lot of the substitutes who are up there, you know, no disrespect to them, but they don't really deserve to be in the same conversation as a Mark by 8 who did so much for that BDS roster in the past. Some substitutes really were just a name so they could sign up and have somebody listed. But Vatira's not just here to get a paycheck. He's here to take names, score goals, get wins. He's open to scoring in game 2.
Starting with the massive pre-jump towards the end of the last game, Vatira wants to be playing not reactively. He just wants to know what's happening. Trust that his teammate is going to get the ball exactly where he's running towards. And that is a good play. Try and start getting that style of play style underway. We go off the backboard. Vatira will be able to carry this the entire way. It's almost a guarantee they get the reset. He's got attaching support as well. Just loving sort of the mix-up game that you get from two teams like this as well. Is it going to be the full court carry with some resets? Why not? Everyone seems to be capable of doing that mechanically now. Or is it going to be a passing play? As a defender, you have to try and cover both options. Oh, wait, he's got him!
Wow, Extra is on one today. That is not what I was expecting. He's played a double off the ceiling into the far post bottom corner. But Zero was waiting and ready for that. He had boost in defense. He was not expecting such acceleration from Extra from that position.
Oh, BDS back in it. And in it in the most BDS way possible. Just sudden acceleration. You don't anticipate it until it's already happened to you. Another breakaway opportunity here. BDS, though, not afraid to play this match against KCorp with their back turned, and that's just another one. As impressive as the first goal was, Karmine Corp might be staring at themselves for this one.
Yeah, Exotic's pushed up to the halfway line there. Seiko's bumped him out of third man position. Leaves it completely open for Monkey Moon. It looks that, very careless from Karmine Corp. It definitely is pretty careless from Karmine Corp, but great bump on the recovery there from BDS to take the last man out of the play.
Oh, wait, is Yuri there? Oh, dear. Getting a little bit harassed towards the back post. And BDS, in very typical BDS fashion, might just go game 5, game 5, and then 3-0.
Yes,
Either way, it's like a reverse tournament for them half the time, especially whenever we were used to RLCS especially. It'll be, oh wow, they looked like they really struggled in the opening few matches, and it's 4-0 in the grand finals. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just not worried when I see BDS winning 3-2. It doesn't really... I don't think that's an indication they're having a bad day. Oh my goodness, what a save that is. A great touch to the side as well. BDS putting it together at both sides of the field at the moment. To really make that 3-2 look a lot better in the previous round for BDS. G1 are now dominating quadrant. They're up 2-0 in the following round, round 3 that we're currently in here. Winner of that series will progress to the 2-1 round, just one win away from making the playoffs tomorrow. G1 looking good. They're answering all the critics. Everybody called their, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people called their qualification to this tournament a Mickey run. Definitely was one of the easier strength of schedules, but today they are showing up and they're taking on everybody. And already taking down Tundra earlier on today as well. Now looking to do the same thing to Quadrant, go game 5 overtime with BDS. That's a good run that they're on. BDS just a few seconds away from going up by 2, and that all but does it. Monkey Moon with a quick near post shot accurately places it for 3-1.
Just know when to send the house. Seiko barreled through Itachi. No respect given, no quarter given, and no chance given to Karmine Corp. Unless they can get something with 1 second remaining. They need the kickoff goal. Is it going to happen? No, not quite. So, BDS, triple match point. Leaf, let's get you into this then, shall we? What is happening across the rest of the RLCS? Yeah. Because BDS are barreling through this one.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. There isn't anything that's like super close. We got in those mid matches, Johnny just called out one of them too, but we got 2-0s. It looks like teams are starting to find their spots where they want to be, except for Aogiri. They're being told by Moist that they're in the wrong building right now. Granted, they are tied right now in this game 3, but Moist is looking like they're going for a sweep. And Guild, again, struggling here. They're on their final life. They're a goal down with a minute left in that final game. So EG looking to potentially sweep Guild as well.
Ouch.
Yeah. So
yeah. No other real way of putting that, especially considering that does mean that you would, I believe everyone that doesn't get top 8 or effectively get through today, you've got to go through the closed qualifiers.
Yeah.
Yet again. So
and every
if there's any place you wouldn't want to be, yes, that
you don't
especially.
want to, you don't want to be dead last. You don't want to be 15th, 16th. You know, with the new regional structure, if you're not averaging a top 16 placement between regionals 1 and 2, you're not in regional 3 at all. So, you know, finishing 15th, 16th is not that great because you're barely in.
I believe Direct mentioned that if you want to go to the major, I believe he said that the golden numbers was like between 21 and 23 points. So that's roughly, for those of you at home, what your team needs to get for winning this event. You get 16, so you're pretty much on the right path. And Karmine Corp looking to get on the path of redemption in this series.
Excellent play there by Exotic with the assist. Vatira with the open net, but Exotic taking the ball past both BDS defenders before that. Left it wide open for him. You know, Karmine Corp, they do look threatening every time they press forward. They look like they've got options, whether it's the solo play, whether it's a physical play, a team play. They definitely look like a scary team to defend against, but it's their defense and it's their, you know, maybe their transition play in the midfield. It just doesn't look as clean to me, at least. They don't look comfortable in defense. They don't look like they're fully on the same page with their midfield play either, with players kind of getting stacked up in the same positions. That's where BDS has really been the significantly better team today. When your offense is comparable, but your defense and midfield is falling off, then you are probably just going to get swept. And even though we've got a 1 goal lead here for Karmine Corp, I would absolutely not be surprised if BDS come back and win this week. Then
I think the best way I can describe Karmine Corp's defense, or just the way they play in general, is they have to score 6 out of 10s, they can concede 4 out of 10s. And it's something that can work pretty well if you are capable of doing exactly that at a high level, but you do not want to be giving away the freebies.
Yeah, you know, speaking of freebies, the possession is something that I think, have to work harder for, or make BDS work harder for. Time and time again, we're seeing the ball spill loose into the midfield, and it's not outplaying anyone. You know, I want to see more patience in defense from Karmine Corp. They don't have to panic. BDS aren't really lunging in yet. There's so much time left. BDS are just playing this one out cautiously, and I think Karmine Corp have to play defense cautiously as well. And the opponents are standing back like this. There's no rush. You don't have to hit the ball away first time. You can just get behind it. Now they're in a bit of trouble here. Seiko tries to look for a pre-jump, and that was exactly the composure that we need from Karmine Corp. No unnecessary pre-jump as they just hold the ground and deflect another BDS attack.
There ever was a time to pre-jump, I feel like that was the one, because there was the lingering threat of a demo. Instead, just played exactly what was seen. Exotic keeps his nose clean in that one. Vatira, can he go the entire way? Not quite. Exotic and Natachi already starting to head back. Although Vatira will still be around. Quite have the boost to maybe threaten for a demo of his own. And just kind of hand it away here. This is far too easy for Seiko to take the ball in control in the midfield and get towards that backboard. This is where BDS do their best work, just trying to find that one spot. And there they got it. No, extra arrived a little bit too early.
He almost managed to get back on the end of the play though, as he rotated out of the box. There's 2 chances gonna miss for extra. BDS are still creating them. They're finding ways through. They're catching Karmine Corp on the wrong foot. They're surprising them with changes of pace. But oh, hold on a second here. Tachi's just punched one in from the near post, and it looked like there was a goalkeeper in net for this one. I'm sure. Oh, just a bad read from Extra. He thought the ball was going to roll around the back wall, drove up on it with no boost, and when the bounce came through, he just was not able to get back to it. No chance to create that much momentum with no boost there. So sneaky defense from Extra.
And Karmine Corp not needing the 6 out of 10s. That one certainly will not be rated up high for that one. They're getting what they need. A couple of uncharacteristic mistakes here from BDS. Is this gonna be free? No, Monkey Moon.
It really should have been 3. A bit more time in the run up there. You can shoot that to the other corner, and then I don't think Monkey Moon can get there. Still good save by Monkey Moon, keeping the ball safe in the back corner. I think they are going to start to play a bit more aggressively now, down by 2 with just over a minute left. We're currently on track for no sweeps in winner round 3. as Moist finally lose game to Aogiri on the well, on the Moist and Aogiri channels, I would imagine. But we've got a very interesting series developing here in the main channel as well, with Karmine finally finding a way to control that midfield.
Oh, is it going to get more difficult? Yes, it is. Karmine have made that first mistake for Tira. Oh, dearie me. Just not there.
Yeah, he just didn't get up there quickly enough. Fatira had boost in this position, but he just let go of boost just for a moment as he was rotating back, and he wasn't supersonic, so he just lost a little bit of pace. Misses the back wall clear. It's these kind of mistakes that you absolutely just cannot allow to happen against BDS. For so many goals, whether you like it or not, if you're giving them free ones, then you're just asking to lose. BDS do have time to come back. Extra's in a bit of trouble here though. Itachi gonna make it 3-1. And now it's BDS starting to fail to recover quickly. Seiko's on the opponent's back wall. Monkey Moons. That would be a pretty cool alter ego for Monkey Moons. 50-50. Just went nowhere there. He's trying to knock that into the back corner, but he just kept it in the middle. Great job by Karmine.
Oh, is it going to get what? All right, this one's done. Karmine. They've got the 2-goal lead. It was looking a little bit tense for a moment, but that has now gone away. BDS are going to have to try and play yet another one. Heck, we might even get ourselves another game 5 over on the main broadcast. Almost seems compulsory at this point. We got a lot of them last week as well.
Yeah, just when we thought that we were going to get a one-sided round, there were sweeps across the board. I think all but one series headed towards a sweep, and now all the teams who were being swept are starting to fight back. So
I don't know if we've managed to really watch that many of the other streams, have we? I feel like we've been the last ones finished the majority of the time.
It's true. Yeah, they're all waiting for us, so I guess it is good to go to game 5, and then my favorite player, Moon, might be able to steal the show again with another great goal. Yeah, we are going to go, it looks like, potentially it's game 5 in Moist Aogiri, the other undefeated matchup, apart from this one as well. As Aogiri take the lead in game 4. It's a great fight back there. This is fantastic to see out of a team who just came onto the EU scene at the very end of last season. They're looking to start this one with a bang.
Leaf, what's happening?
Yeah. Well, you don't even need me. You got Johnny. He's
Leaf, what else is happening?
I'm watching all the streams.
I purchased a lot of Oh no, Leaf! You don't want to know the setup that's happening over here, buddy. I can very quickly point to all the screens. Ba 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 ba.
That's pretty good.
There's a few.
I like the mission control setup, though. You know.
True.
But just to update anybody that is only watching the broadcast here, they don't have any other pages open. Just to let you know, in that those mid matches, Tundra did take down Sonic. Sonic, I thought were looking like they might have a decent run here, but yeah, Tundra shut them down 3-0. Oxygen shutting down Team Liquid 3-0, and of course, as mentioned before by Johnny, Guild knocked out 3-0. That'll be the end of their run. That'll be.
I don't think I mentioned that one actually, Lee.
I thought you did. Okay, well, I got that one. I got that one.
There it is. On that one.
All right. Well, yeah. Guild.
Breaking news.
Yeah. So EG keeping themselves alive here.
Very crucial as well, especially for the rest of the season. Like this, if there's ever a tournament, just I'm not going to say settle for top 8, but please get top 8 at the very minimum. This is the one to go and do it for, because it gives you a little bit of leeway, puts you off on the right foot for the rest of the season, gives you easier qualification for future tournaments. And now everyone below you, everyone that got that 9th through to 16th, it's possible that they're not even there for the next one. They're going to drop even further behind, whilst you have guaranteed points, because, well, you're a part of the tournament, and they're not.
It's a different look compared to last season. You know, it's like mentioned earlier. It's a different points structure, very similar.
So much easier to follow.
Yeah, but it's definitely an easier one. But you've got to look at the numbers to see exactly what's going on here and exactly what has changed compared to last season. And you know, when you can compare the percentages, you're going to see pretty similar numbers, but you're getting just that little bit more for finishing in the top compared to last season, because you're just getting a slight percentage bonus if you can get into that top 8. compared to a team who are finishing dead last in the Swiss stage. So it's much harder for teams who are finishing dead last to catch up. You need to go that one extra round in order to average out the same as another team have gotten out of regional number 1. Every single round matters, and Guild have started off their season with that last place. Karmine not looking to go out just yet. I definitely counted them out a little bit here. These guys are showing true focus and great willpower to come back here against BDS. They've been scoring once again.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Vatira, especially at the moment, because there's a level of trust that is a couple of months ahead of where you'd expect it to be. You know, happy just to loiter around. He's gonna watch Itachi puts yet another one in. And yeah, no matter how good BDS were looking earlier on, the alluring pull of Champions Field seems to be too strong.
This is just fascinating to witness. This BDS just desperate to go all game 5 today, I suppose. Yeah, that does matter, of course. It will affect the seeding.
Okay, you could at least make it a little bit less obvious.
They're just getting absolutely nothing here. Miseko's starting back to net here after the kickoff, but he doesn't stay there. He just vacated the area and had no respect for the immediate shot coming in. So, you know, I'm going to give him props for instantly going back to the goal, but it doesn't really make a difference if you don't hang about and make sure there's no shot coming towards the net before leaving. It's going to be 4-0. What?
Leaf, where are you? Leaf, we need you back.
I don't know how to save this. I don't know.
No, Leaf, if there is another game, if there is another goal in this one, we're talking about other games, all right? I already feel like this one's done.
Well, I'll at least give you a stat here now. If you're going to include the
I love
qualifiers, yeah, if you're going to include the qualifiers, BDS has, I think now at this point, this will be 7 straight game 5. So like this is actually.
So what you're saying is we need to stretch this stat out for the next 3 minutes. Because it's guaranteed. Yeah, okay. We got 3 minutes to talk about whatever. This is finished.
Yeah, this is so okay. Monkeys just beat Williams Resolve 3-0.
Okay.
Does that help at all?
Can we stretch that out? We didn't get a single second out of the way with that one, mate. We were still in replay.
I'll say it slower. Monkeys beat Williams Resolve 3-0.
That was a one-round matchup that Monkeys and Williams Resolve were in. So Monkeys going to be playing against the loser of either this match or the Moiste Okiri match, which is currently ongoing, and that's also in game 5. So despite Moiste taking a 2-0 lead there, they've ended up in game 5. It's scripted in these rounds. It's going to game 5. How are Stollery getting on? They were, I saw they were up 2-1 on endpoint. Has that series concluded?
They're going to major. That's what's happening.
Sorry, Stollery, yeah, 2-1. I believe that's still going. I'm taking a look at the moment here. But yeah, sorry, just to confirm, this will be 7 if we go to game 5 here.
When we go to game 5 here. This is 5-0. Like, I know people get upset at us on occasion when we call a match too early, but even those people can be looking at this result right now and thinking no chance. Now, the good news is that if KCorp do end up losing this, bottle job of the season is already sealed, it's done, and it's fantastically given over to KC. Outside of that, I look forward to Champions Field.
By the way, Stollery, yeah, 3-1 over KC, so 1 point done.
These aren't bad goals over here.
These are really good.
I know there's always someone watching who's thinking, why aren't the commentators talking about the match when it's 5-0 and there's another, 3 or 4 matches happening off stream that we do have to talk about. They're all much closer, but hey, props where it's due. That is a banger top left corner, double tap from Vatira. They're really sending BDS a message here.
BDS's message will just be planned. We're going to
he's pre-jumped on them as well.
They love a pre-jump over there for KC. It's not pre-jumped, it's not worth jumping at all. As Itachi's just kind of toying with them. There's another one, just a little bit out of reach. I think Extra's given up as well. Extra has been in their side of the field for quite a while now, and I'm predicting an own goal coming very soon.
Did Rapid tweet or something? Did Rapid tweet after the games and Vatira decided to I don't know, stop playing KBM or something? Like this is a completely different team all of a sudden. It looks like he didn't actually send any shots at Vatira just yet. He's waiting.
So it's just like that match.
Yeah, waiting for a series loss. Yeah, is that actually true? They've had no shot? No, okay, 2 shots. Dude, one shot from Extra, one shot from Monkey Moon, no goals though.
If anyone would like to check out Game 5 right now, Algiri and Moist.
You've got a minute.
They're 0-0, so if you want to see something else on your screen right now, check that one out too.
All right, so the real question is, are we going to get the 7-1? Will KC even allow the 7-1, or are we going to get an 8-0? What is, you know what, Direct, what is the worst loss in BDS history at an RLCS level? There we are. He can have something to do.
Are you talking individual one-game scoreline differential? Okay.
Do you have this one?
No, I don't know that one off the top of my head, to be completely honest, but this has got to be up there. I you know, could probably imagine someone like Dignitas had BDS number at some point last season, so wouldn't have been surprised if they dropped a big scoreline at some point there, but 7-0 is just ridiculous. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
This reminds me of old school Flipside, where they would be winning a series pretty handily and then just drop like an 8-2 result where they lost, and then just go in and win Game 5. So we'll see how similar it is. I can't tell how intentional that one looked.
It was.
But this is, unsurprisingly, a victory for Karmine Corp. They are going through to Champions Field with 2 games, 1 in a row. Hey, Leaf!
Hey, Rogan!
Really long. Do you have any more updates for us?
Well, only a goal has been scored for Moist, but these are the last two matches.
That's the level we've got to now.
Yeah.
We're in the last 2.
These are the last 2 matches, so we're
so
running out
sorry.
of saving material here. But 30 seconds left in that match, and if there's no goal, that will be, I believe that's Moist, is up right now. So then they'll take
Leaf's
that.
going to have to like run away and quickly get interviews with different players just to have something to talk about at this rate.
I'll just run around. Give me the GoPro. I'll just run around. We'll do wireless. I'd have to actually run really far. I am in the very wrong region.
Apparently,
luckily we're
apparently that was the worst one.
That's true.
That was the worst ever loss for BDS, and yeah, I'll let you say that one, Johnny.
Yeah, oh my. So Aogiri have just tied Moist with 12 seconds left in Game 5.
1-1.
We're just getting started with Game 5. Moist, or Karmine Corp versus BDS over here. Aogiri Moist is about to head to overtime. Game 5. What a comeback! Aogiri not just won, not just a comeback in the series, just get it into Game 5, but a comeback in Game 5 itself.
Apologies if you hear some somewhat distracted commentary from both of us here, because I think we've both got one eye over on that one now. As we do get ourselves into this, BDS probably, well, should never look the exact same way as they just did. That seemed like the typical example of, all right, this one's done, and then the goals just keep happening and don't necessarily tend to stop. As good clear there. Monkey Moon holding on to that midfield. Yes, I am very distracted right now. I'm still looking on the other monitor at the same time. That one was close, though.
Do you want me to commentate that at the same time as you're doing this?
I feel like that would be incredibly distracting.
We might, but I've got a feeling some viewers might get confused. I don't see Joyo anywhere. What on earth is Leaf talking about? Rise clearly isn't on the field. He must have seen Batira and not realized it's a completely different roster now. Somebody tell him.
Oh, and reset there from Seiko.
I think I could tell everything I need to know about the Moist series from watching Rizzo and his reactions. He's on the edge of the chair. He was getting up. Monkey Moon is
he's not even on the frame anymore.
Roster, by the way. He's chipped it to pass himself off the sidewall. Fakes out Batira, fakes out Exotics, scores the opening goal. Looks like they weren't mentally affected by the 7-0 whatsoever.
The Moist one is still going, by the way, as they are 1:20 into their overtime. As the goal bonanza continues over here between BDS and KC. If they can just like hold that one for a good like 3.5 minutes, we can go and check them out over on this stream. So it's time to hold off on it. As Itachi looks to go across the entire length of the pitch, doesn't quite find the first touch. And that was not an inflection on my voice for this game. That was just right in front of the Moist net.
Yeah, we need to make a quick little note here. Like picture-in-picture for next week would be a great shout. If you fancy it, just let us know on social media so that we can send it to our bosses. This is for playoffs. Very good seed in playoffs as well. Karmine Corp have fought back from 2-0 down and are now in game 5 with BDS trailing by 1. Almost trailing by 2. BDS woken up again after being destroyed in that last game. Monkey Moon almost had a good shot there. Well, a good opportunity, but the shot certainly was not as good as it needed to be.
Oh, well read by Patera. Where's the support? There it is. Exotic shot right down the middle. Needed some better quality on that.
Yeah, the shot just lacking there. Just accuracy needed to be better. Patera's going to try and show him how it's done. It's denied by Monkey Moon, who's in these big games today been just an ace defender for his team. He was keeping G1 at bay earlier. Now he's shutting down KarmineCorp again and again. Here having to use all his boosts just to get a 50-50. Such big investment to try and put BDS in any kind of awkward position.
Seiko now off the wall. Will not have the infield option. Instead, he's got to go the whole way by himself. Good early challenge to give Exotic an easier time. Seiko off the wall, 2 extra. No challenge win. The time ticking away over here. Minute and a half. BDS still holding on to their 1-goal lead. And this would be a very typical BDS result in a game 5. Get that early lead, squeeze the life out of the series. Seiko now looking to try and stretch out where the KC defense currently is. And that's again across the face of goal. Tachi low boost, no real passing options. That should be given up to BDS, but does a good job at disguising the lack of boost. Forced an awkward challenge, and that could bounce anywhere. It just bounced straight over to extra.
And KarmineCorp are pressing here. Pre-jump saved by Monkey Moon. Are they going to be able to hang on here? Looks like their boost is in a pretty good spot for the moment. But they're going to need to manage that effectively. Or are they? As the counterattack nearly goes in along the way. Itachi just sneaks it past. Actually finds Vatira. He's going to try and bump Monkey Moon out of the sky. Oh, well defended by Monkey Moon again, though. He offloads to Seiko, who stands in a second, but that is all off the back of an unreal defensive play by Monkey Moon. Dodges a mid-air demo, and then wins the 50-50 against a dangerous attack. And manages to grab himself an assist. He's just done it all there, Shogun.
Yeah, 22 seconds, 2-goal lead. AC needs something massive, and they need it so quickly indeed. Although BDS have given up a couple of kickoff goals previously, it's going to be another one.
Yeah, they really are just not looking too comfortable immediately after kickoff. Seiko just leaves. And, you know, Extra should have that overhead read as well. You know, there's a couple mistakes. No ball pressure, just giving a free shot, and also complete blunder to whip on an uncontested backwell play. 1-goal game, but can KarmineCorp do it again? Seiko's accidentally backflipped on a kickoff play. He had a free air dribble there, but now it's BDS's game to lose.
BDS, very crucial touch from Seiko. Does he get another one? Yes, he does. Just find the ball onto the floor, and they've got this. Easier said than done, though. Tachi keeps the ball alive. To Vatira. Booming ball. Monkey Moon, though, takes control of it. 0 boost. Can't keep that ball on. Back to Seiko, and it will drop. Team BDS have got this series. And also, the other series is going. It's just ended. It just ended.
We were hoping to catch the end of that one there.
So unfortunate timing. Literally the same moment that we end regular time here, we end a 6-minute overtime between.
They were listening to me at the very least, but they took it literal. I asked them for them to wait for this series was over. They did exactly that.
Well, Moist have won it, so no, I guess some things don't change. We can change all the rosters. You can change the season and make slight modifications to the format, but it's still BDS and Moist on top, 3-0. But BDS with 3 game 5s.
Yeah, this, honestly, though, at the end of the day, even if it was a close first round, I feel like it's still to be expected that, okay, a one-player roster move, you know, like on Moist, probably shouldn't shift things too drastically. Those are still the teams, at least in my opinion, Shogun, that I would look at are the top teams that